Hello and welcome to today's video. We are here for NASCAR Heat 2, Season 5, Episode 5, Season 1 of Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series here on the channel. And we're going to take a look at the schedule to start off your week of this video, even though it's one day. You know what? The two videos of Monster Energy that will be today, we got Richmond and Talladega, Kansas and Charlotte. So Dover and Pocono. So we raced Dover in two series, and we'll be taking on Dover next week for this series. So we got Richmond, Talladega, Kansas, and Charlotte. So let's head to Richmond. Now let's see. Where did we get bad finishes? First, second, first, fourth, 36th, second, first. Alright, so we go to Richmond, then Talladega. And today, guys, here we go at Richmond with the pole. One of the tracks that weren't bad, but weren't great for us in the previous game. Like, we won here a couple times, we lost here a couple times. It was really just about strategy and pitting that really put us in position to either do good or do bad. And obviously right now, we qualified decent, so we just got to stay here for the next 10 laps and we should be fine. And I don't think that we're going to have a problem with staying here, as it looks like Logano is falling back a little bit. He is indeed falling back. So if we just stay here, run well, we should be fine. I do like how they have the wall painted like that, that's cool. I forgot they made that change to the track, brought it back again. It does look very nice. And I like it a lot. So this here, again, is one of 4 races here in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series that we'll be doing today. And that's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting to get to do 4 more races. I had a lot of fun doing the Xfinity and Truck Series races already this week for you guys, of course. It's a lot of racing to do when I record, but it is just a lot of fun. Because you guys know I record everything in one big recording, so the truck videos that you're seeing, both Xfinity videos and both Cup videos are all recorded the same day, like one after another. So it's pretty fun to spend a day playing the NASCAR races. I really enjoy NASCAR as a sport, as you guys know. It's really cool to get to play this game just for a couple hours for recording. That's really what it's about. It's about sitting here for a couple hours, sitting down recording, and just having fun playing this game. And that's the thing. If you're making videos of video games and you're not having fun, then there's really no point in doing it. And that's sort of the thing that led to the decision that Case and I made about our GTA videos. We weren't really having fun playing those videos. Like, we weren't enjoying our race playlist, so we stopped it. That's the thing. If you're not having fun, what's the point in doing it, you know? Like, if I wasn't having fun doing this stuff, then I wouldn't spend a day playing this game to make videos of it. Like, I wouldn't do it. I wasn't having fun, because I'm not just like, oh, well, people are watching this video, guess that's what I gotta produce the shit out of. Ha ha. Like, I did that with Just Cause 3 too much when it first came out. or when I first really started doing good on my channel, this produced way too many videos of it. And I'm just like, oh, people are gonna watch this, yeah. And it's like, no, let's not do it that way. Let's try to have fun doing this and make sure that we can make the best video that we do. So there we go. Stage 1 win at Richmond. Let's see if everybody's going to pit or everybody's not going to pit. So there's 40 laps left. No, this stage is going to end first. So if you guys are wondering how this series ended up having so many more laps than the former series, I was trying to think of the word. From the former series that we used to do for Nascar Evolution. The reason in that is because in this series we had to do a longer percentage of the race to get stages. So stages in the actual races are a certain percentage of the full race. Because I believe the race at New Hampshire, which is the most recent race at the time of recording this, is the final stage is like 150 laps. So that means that the other 150 are split up in 2 stages. So that way you can get the final stage be the longest stage of the race, but then you can have the first 2 stages be a little bit shorter. So I think they were 85 each. I'm not sure. Something around there though. And that's how it works. So for this, they have to do 13% of the actual race. So however many laps this was, it's 13% of the actual Richmond race, which I believe is 400 laps, or a little less than 400 laps of Richmond. And that's what it is. So whatever that percentage is, 13% of, then has to be broken into 3 bits. So in the previous series, we raced a 7% race. Now, you can only do a single stage race, which is basically how the race used to be, at 7%. So 3 and 7% you can only do there. So you have to do a 13% race, which is a lot more of the race, because as you guys see, there's 40 laps, which means at the end of this, there's still going to be 30 laps of this race to go. So it is a lot more on the recording side, as you guys know, because these episodes are like 40 minutes now. So we threw in almost 10 more minutes of racing. 10, 15 more minutes now. Whatever, because I think we did 25-minute videos before, or something around there, depending on what race we did. But either way, the races are a lot shorter in the old series than this. Because right now it says 3 laps to go on the stage. So Talladega is going to be kind of wild when we get there. Maybe sure we have 20 laps to Talladega. The stages are done. I think our car's giving up here. Yeah, that front tire is shot. That is what is hurting us here in the final bit of the stage. Those front tires are really, really giving up. They do not like being pushed this hard here in this race. Now I got an idea. What if we do this? We get 4 tires and fuel. Now, the only thing about this is that pit road is normally closed at the end of a stage. But if we take 4 tires and fuel now, we're guaranteed the lead. So that's difficult to do, so that way you can't do this. You can't pit off a turn 4. But right now, we need a speeding penalty, which won't matter because the caution is out into the state. I didn't know we got a speeding penalty, actually. But that's why I said estimated 30 seconds. So we'll have to take this speeding penalty right here, right now. Alright. We're going to take the penalty. Hopefully we don't go light on under caution. I don't know if it works like that. Are still out on the track. Yeah, because see, it locks the field the second that the caution comes out. So we ended the stage at 17th. So with that, we managed to not get stage points, but put ourselves in a very good position to win this race now. There's 24 to go. Instead of pitting from 3rd or 4th and risking everything going down for us, we can now, because I think you got to hit the yellow line at a certain speed and then regulate that speed to the white line. That's the way that it works. Which I kind of figured, oh, if I get a penalty here, it's not going to matter anyways, because we got this race. It was going to be a caution. That's why I did it, because it was going to be caution. But that's why in the actual races they always say, oh, the pits are closed now with 2 to go. The announcer always says it. Whatever race it is, whoever the announcer is, if it's a cup race or the Xfinity truck, whatever, whoever the announcer is will say the pits are closed with 2 to go at the end of the stage, so you know, oh, okay, nobody's going to pit now. Because then something like what I did there won't happen. Where the game, they don't close the pits, because they never close the pits in the actual race. Like, you can pit whenever you want, that's the thing. They don't close them then. I mean, I guess they could. They should do that. Like, oh, you get a penalty for pitting. Unless that's what happened. I got a penalty for pitting with the pits are closed. But then again, everybody else pit and I was fine. Because you don't lose your position where... Because the game thinks, oh, caution's out, positions freeze. Where in the actual race, yeah, your position freezes, but if you pit, you give up that position. So, in theory, I should have been somewhere in last place. Because everybody passed me because I was on pit road. Where you can't get past on the track for position, but you can get past on pit road. Which the game doesn't have built into it. And the games have never had. When a caution comes out, no matter where you are on the track, it's locked, but if you're on pit road, your pit stop continues. Which happened for me. My pit stop continued. I got all new tires and fuel. Everybody else had to pit. So... Granted, I didn't, like, really gain a lot, but... I guess if I was in, like, 11th, I could have hit pit road and gained a couple positions, but since I was in 2nd or 3rd, wherever the hell I was, it wasn't, like, really beneficial. You know, that's the thing. Like, I really didn't benefit from that move as much as I might have. But you know what? It's okay, I like trying the strategy so that way we know, yeah, this works or not, this doesn't. So here we go, cars have pit. There's 17 laps on fuel. And how many laps can we go here? 15 to go, so we're good. We're going to make it on fuel. The race is going to go the whole way. It's going to that front tire go the whole way. Because it was down to 21% after 20 laps. So I think the tire should actually hold on barely. Like, we're going to be giving up a lot of time by the end, but if we stay far enough ahead of 2nd place, who were really not that far ahead. Really 1.8 seconds ahead of 2nd place. Which I thought we were a whole lot further ahead of. But Kurt Busch is not that far. He's only 2 seconds there. Which may seem like, oh wow, this game, you're really far ahead. But a lot of times after a long run, the leader just pulls away. Like you see in most of the tracks, where the leader just pulls away after a couple laps. And they're wet on front, now they're going to run it out, which I'm going to do here. I'm going to try to run it out for the next 12 laps. I believe it is 12 because our fuel's 13. So we should make it with this tire too. I'm not really concerned. This was at 21% after 20 laps, and I believe we're going to run 26 laps. So we should maybe get down to 10% left in that front tire. We'll see how well it holds up for the next couple laps here. No, we should be fine because we're at 47%. Now, where's Kurt Busch now? 3.2, yeah. We're gapping the field now. 10 laps to go. That front tire is going to probably start giving up, and we're going to be okay. Now we're going to start passing some of these slower cars. We're approaching a lap of traffic here. I'm going to try to pass my teammate Casey Kane. Put him a lap down now. And we're going to pass who else we got? Dylan here? Ty Dillon, huh? Alright. Well, it's not Austin Dillon. I have to put him into the wall. Austin Dillon has no talent. Alright. I mean, I wasn't really surprised at the New Hampshire race that it was Austin Dillon that lost talent and wrecked Kevin Harvick. But, see, Austin Dillon shouldn't even be in the chase. That boy barely got a win. I mean, yeah, he got a win, and I can't say, oh no, his win doesn't count, but and a lot of people are like, oh wow, that win shouldn't count if you win on, like, run out of fuel. His win counts, yeah, people remember other people running out of fuel, but he had to have everybody else run out of fuel, and he's like, oh shit, look at me, I got a win. That boy made the playoffs, and he's going to get a win in the first round. Guaranteed. I mean, by the time this video goes up, the Dover race should... Wait, what race? No, are we on to Kansas by the time this video goes up? I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, by the time this video goes up, Kansas should be happening. Alright, well, we'll know by the time this video goes up if Austin Dillon sucks at driving even more than we already knew. I was about to say pass my teammate Danny Kirkpatrick, but I'm not driving the Stuart Haas car. So, yeah. Driving a Chevy for Hendrick, not a Ford for Stuart Haas. Trust, we're going to do that. We got it, come on. Gonna pass Allmendinger here. Another car goes a lap down. Next race is Talladega, which I should probably win. If I'm playing as Dale Jr. I'm expected to win there, aren't I? A little bit, maybe. Alright, so like I said, the tire we're going to start giving up. We're down to 18% with 2 laps to go. So we're definitely not blowing a tire and losing the race in dramatic fashion. But the last couple laps are going to be a little bit difficult. We probably lapped the last car we're going to lap. Just because I don't really think I can catch the other cars. Just because my car struggles when I get back into the gas here. And on the exit, we hit the wall really, really hard. Alright, here we go. Is there a shadow behind me? There is now. Because it's hella bright coming into the green. There we go, though. Richmond winning. It's fucking dope. Good to see. That was a dominant race right there. That was one of our Xfinity Series races right there. Boy, if you don't. Yo, I went like that, and I thought that hit something, but that was still light on the track.
All right, guys,
as
as
you
you
know,
know,
super speedways, we don't qualify here because it takes way too long, and I don't want to waste my time. No, I don't know. I just don't ever really feel like qualifying super speedways. It's really like the most boring thing I've ever done. So we just run from the back. I mean, it's pretty easy. We get our way to the front by the end. Just making that last move to victory. Can we do it? That's the question. Alright, here we go. We're making some passes now. Here we go. To the front we go. Can we get by Chris Buescher here? We indeed can. By Eric Jones. We're going to make some more moves. Elliott Sadler. That is one of my teammates in the... Oh my god. Oh my god. I apologize for the camera doing what it's doing, but oh boy. Yikes. So basically, to explain to you what happened, I use a lot of the light from outside for a lot of these videos that I record during the day. And most of the time it's either bright or not. But in this video, I started recording and it was cloudy. So the camera set up for a little bit darker lighting. That's what it did. The camera has set for darker lighting in the room. Now, since there's a lot of clouds outside, now if one of those clouds moves and the sun comes back out, it gets super bright. And that's what happened there. One of the clouds moved and it got super bright and just destroyed the lighting. So that's the one downside to using the light outside. Now, lots of times I use the... Honestly, because you're supposed to have light behind your camera when you record. That's the way you're supposed to do it, obviously. And I don't really like using the light up above just because the light shines down above and it makes it really bright in this area right here in front of me. So I don't really like doing that. So I like to use the light outside. Obviously when I record at night, I have to do that. But most of my videos are recorded earlier in the day. But the thing is that light comes in behind the camera and it works really, really nice. And when the light changes, like, it's fine, we can record during the day with the sun out, but the camera has to adjust for there to be light shining across the table and in here. And once you start recording, it's not going to self-adjust because it's a $60 camera. You know, it's not those super expensive cameras that I can adjust it myself or something like that. Just a $60 basic PlayStation camera. It's not even the newest one anymore. So it's going to have a little bit of that issue. I haven't really seen that, but I guess since it's made for dark and it has the right settings, that when it changes, it's not prepared. Like, it's letting in a lot more light. It's like your eye when it is wider at night, because you're letting in more light. That's the camera. It's wider to let in more of the light. So when the sun comes out and shines in it, or shines across the room, it has so much light that it makes it seem darker on the recording. Because right now, it's making me look a lot brighter than I probably actually am with the sun not out. So like, my shirt probably isn't this yellow. It's just bright that it's making it look. I mean, it is very bright, but it's probably not that bright. If that makes sense? It's just the light is having a moment there. So that's cool, I guess. I don't know. Thought I was gonna have to sneeze there for a second, so I didn't say anything. I apologize. I felt like I was gonna sneeze, and I didn't. I'm like, oh, alright. That's a yikes. So I do apologize for that awkward corner there. We're gonna finish him 4th in the first stage. Alright, let's see how long this race is. 18 more laps? See, now the sun's coming back out again. It's getting super bright here on the table. See, it's fine right now, there's just a little bit of light, but once it gets, because I think the sun might be partially covered, I can't really see, but the sun might be partially covered by a cloud. Alright. Second Talladega race that I've recorded here in a day. Oh, caution is out. Alright, let's see. What's the stages looking like? How many laps left in stage number 2? Really bugging me the thing up above there. That's what's triggering me the most of this whole lighting incident. Oh no, I did not mean to wreck him. Shit. Alright, well we won stage number 2. That's a yikes. That is a yikes. This is really kind of wild. This is probably the most wild thing in the video that I've had happen in a while. So I apologize for all that up there, but as I've already explained it, once the sun goes back away, we'll be fine. Alright, Ricky Stenhouse is trying to get up here. Oh my god, we've had so many caution laps. So hopefully when I go to record the second video of the day, the sun will be out when I start the camera. And then we're fine because it's ready to let in more light. Or I can just pull down the blind a little bit and we'll be fine. Whichever what I'll do. I'll go in there and pull down that top blind a little bit. And we'll be fine. Just pull it down. And we should have the lighting look fine. Now I'm like super red. My shirt's like a lot darker yellow now than it actually is. So not really... I know I'm focused more on that light than this rest of the video here, and I apologize, but it's kind of funny. Alright, so here we go. There should be 6 to go. So one thing about this being a higher percentage is there's more time I just gotta sit here and do laps. And I also got super bad sunburn. Look at that. Because like right here is... It does go where it's... Where my face is darker than my skin here. So obviously it's going to be darker, but now it looks like I got really bad sunburn. Oh my god. That is great. Oh, my arm. How does my arm look? My arm's not that bad. Alright. I only got really bad sunburn on my face, guys. That would hurt like a bitch. Alright. Gonna have 5 to go. 6 to go. Whatever to go. Are we good on fuel? We are good on fuel. Look at that. I used the draft off of those cars. Yeah. Ryan Newman just screwed Brad Keselowski over. Alright, here we go. We are in second place. Yikes. That one incident somehow just caused a lot of wild things to go down. So Casey Caden, who we were lapping at the last track, is in second place here. But I will admit that it's kind of obnoxious how bright that is in the table. It's really affecting me visually. Oh my god, what is going on? Everybody just hit into each other. Big crash is going down. We'll pit for 1 can of fuel. What? I pit for 1 can of fuel, no tires. Did the game give me tires? No, it didn't. Should I only pit for half a can? I don't know. Everybody else is right here that pit with me. Alright. It wasn't that bad then. We're making moves here, guys. We're making moves. We got a lot of position to make moves too, though. Before the race is over. That's a super bright glare, though. Distracting me. Alright, here we go. Can we get up to the front in 1 lap? It's a lot of distance to make up here. Sixth place we're up to. Fifth place. Fourth place, give it to me! Alright, we're gonna go here and get a 4th place finish to end off Talladega. Probably shouldn't have hit, but